Alright, this is Lena with the Soap Obsession Bath and Body Shop, back at you to make another soap. Using our Oh So Gentle formula today, and we are going to be using a natural fragrance oil and a very popular scent from what I understand, watermelon. This is the all natural watermelon from Bulk Apothecary. Alright, I've never used it before. It's got great views. Like I said, it's a natural fragrance oil, so I think it's an essential oil blend that's in fractionated coconut oil. Alright, so great reviews on their website for it. No discoloration or ricing. Somebody said it accelerated a little bit, but another person said, you know, it didn't at all. So I am expecting to have a great outcome for this soap. Okay, I'm just going to use two colors. I'm going to use my Woodland Green Mica Powder and my New Tone Green, and my thought is to simply make it look like the rind of a watermelon, the outside of a watermelon. I was doing some searching, and I came across watermelon candy on a particular website. Either I'll put a picture here or put the link down below. And their watermelon started here. We're going to go ahead and put in our lye solution with sodium lactate. I'm gonna pour that in here. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the fragrance oil. Now, I've already mixed the fragrance oil with some kaolin clay. I put a little bit more in there than I intended, so it looks very thick. I'm going to try to get all of this out of here. Don't want any of it left behind. Alright, we're looking good here. I got my matte woodland greens mixed in with some water already. It's got a little bit of the New Tone Green in there because I ended up putting that in there first and then decided I wanted the matte woodland greens to sort of be the accent color. Alright, there's going to be the thinner lines, and I do want it to be a little runny. You know, if it's actually runnier than the New Tone Green, that's okay. So here's our woodland greens. That looks pretty nice. Let's go ahead, we're going to do our New Tone Green. Stir it in. I'm probably gonna have to mix it, and that's okay because I do want this one, I think, to be slightly thicker than the other. So can we have those weird looking lines that you see on the rind of a watermelon. Alright, so yes, we are gonna have to put our stick blender to this. I probably put just a little bit more in there. It's not looking green enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get to pouring. I'm going to start with our New Tone Green. Put a nice layer of that in there. Okay. Hopefully we don't get too many drips. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and put our green in there. I'm going to put a thinner layer in there, and it can disturb that other green. I'm okay with that. I really hope it does disturb it. That's what I'm hoping for. Kind of wish it was a little bit more fluid, but that's okay. Go ahead, we're going to do a thicker layer of this green. Like I said, it's okay if it disturbs it. I kind of want it to. You know, when you look at the rind of a watermelon, it's not very straight, and the colors kind of, you know, jump up into each other. This isn't going to be, you know, super detailed soap, and that's okay. poured a little bit more than I wanted to there, but that's all right. All right, it is. Okay, moving. All right, I'm coming up a little higher now. I think that's a good idea. Alright, as you can see, I'm making a little bit of a mess, not too much, just a little bit. Alright, this last little bit on there, I'm going to try to I think a second layer of green I put on there was a little bit too much. I should have held some back. That's okay. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's put the rest of this on top. Alright, we got everything on top of our soap here, all the extra green, the darker green rather. Alright, on there, and I'm just going to try to make some, you know, some little lines in there. Again, to try to mimic, you know, that rind look. It's not going to be perfect, of course, but have little streaks of that darker green going through the lighter green. And it smells so good. Such a nice fragrance. Such a nice fragrance. I wasn't even looking for this, and I just happened to find it. I was looking through for their website or something else, and I came across this fragrance, and boy, I'm glad I did. Alright, here is our watermelon soap. Okay, it's just gonna look like the outside of a watermelon. Alright, see how those lines looking inside. I wasn't looking for anything perfect, so we'll be right back. We are going to cut our watermelon soap, and it turned out great. I love the two green colors together. Look at the side. Alright, and the goal was to get this to look like the watermelon rind, and I think that's what I'm going to call this soap, watermelon rind. Alright, so it looks good so far. I'm kind of scared it's going to be underwhelming. Alright, okay, and I like that. Alright, I do wish I had saved a little bit more green for that top layer, but I think that's good, looking like a watermelon rind. Okay, okay, and that fragrance smells good, especially at the top. Alright, smells really, really good. It's holding up nicely. See how it looks. See how it smells after 6 weeks. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Okay. Alright, so that looks good. Alright, I was scared it wasn't really going to look like anything, but I feel like the watermelon rind is there. Okay. Alright, this soap thickened up nicely to let us get those nice layers. Alright. Okay, let's see what else we get. going to be really excited if there isn't an air pocket anywhere. Oh, and of course, there's a little tiny one there. That's not too big of a deal, though. All right, these look pretty good. Pretty good. So again, I just wish I had saved a little bit more green for that top layer, or just, you know, had a little bit more green to work with. But other than that, it looks great. Alright, we got a few air pockets. That's okay though. Nothing major. Don't look like I'm going to get a sample like I'm supposed to. Because this mold is just like 1/4 of an inch past 8 inch. Past 8 inches. Alright, so no sample piece. Our last piece here is a little smaller. Okay. Alright, so that looks good. Alright, that's our watermelon rind soap. Alright, check us out on thesoapobsession.com for our current selections, and thanks for watching.